How to deal with negative family members that's trying to ruin your life. It's really simple. You got to decide if whatever little relationship that you have with your family members is worth the physical and mental abuse, and balance it. And if it's not worth it, get away from. There's a lot of people in families, father, sons, daughters, mothers, that take physical and mental abuse from somebody, one of their family members, because they get monetary gain from them, or other type of gain from them. But they sit there, take it, the physical abuse. Like, for example, maybe a wife takes physical abuse from a husband because she can't make it on her own. Uh, she's undereducated, can't get a job, pay enough for her two children to leave the jerk of a husband. What to do is you gotta weigh the good and the bad of the relationship, and if the bad outweighs the good, you gotta leave them. And there's a lot of people you just can't talk to. They're too hard headed or dumb, or they're just too damn ignorant. You just can't say, "Hey, stop abusing me." You say that for 20 years, and they still keep going. They like you. You're actually just a punching bag to them for their emotional rage and outbursts. They can't make it in the world. They feel like they got beat up by the world, or the world somehow life just gave them a crappy hand, and they gotta get it out on somebody. So they choose their wife because they can't do nothing. They can't leave them because they can't make it on their own. Maybe she's undereducated, or just can't work, have a high enough paying job to leave them, and so on. I think what is the best way to get out of that situation is actually educating yourself for a job. Educate yourself for a job. Get a good job where you can make it out on your own and divorce your abusive husband or any family member and the like. Now, if you're a kid, you're kind of screwed because, like, you're 7 years old and you got an abusive dad or mother or both. Maybe even your brother too joins in, older brother or whatever, bigger brother. I've seen cases where the older brother was a smaller brother and got bullied by the younger brother. You're kind of screwed. You gotta somehow just toughen up and just make it through. Or if it gets too bad, tell somebody in your school. Maybe family services will come and get you. But it's a really bad situation sometimes for a child to go through that type of thing. And more and more American children are going through that type of stuff. Families in America are getting more and more dysfunctional. There's more and more drug use every day. More people are falling in the trap of drugs, alcohol, and other things. Just family life in America right now is very fragile. It has to do with money most of the time. I seen kids in the ghetto. I seen a kid in the ghetto one time eating food off sidewalks. There was a bag of hot fries on the sidewalk, and it was covered with ants. This kid picked it up and eat it because he didn't have enough food at home because he was living with his grandmother. And his mom and dad both drug addicts, so they're both went to jail. Now he's stuck with his grandmother, and she's very poor. She's trying to do everything he can to feed and clothe the boy, but 12 years old. And it's just a horrible situation to be in, growing up in that type of environment. But you gotta just toughen up and tell yourself when you're 16 or 18, well, you can get a job and feed yourself. And I guess that's the bright side of it, if there's any kind of bright side. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me about your experiences on this type of matter.